Why does storytelling matter? A few years ago, maybe a couple years ago, I went to this lecture at NYU with my uncle Mel. This guy from Sierra Leone was hosting this talk with a documentary video on the art of storytelling, the griot tradition of Sierra Leone and the region he was from. He said something at the time along the lines of, all these people try to sell you those DNA kits, but, to tell you who you are, but who you are is not in those DNA kits. It's not in your blood even. It's in the stories that tell you who you are and where you're from. Um, I didn't think much of it at the time. I didn't relate. I thought, way to sell yourself, buddy. But, looking back, and thinking about it maybe a little more, um, storytelling is the bulwark against the apocalypse in many ways, and that's important, especially in these pandemic coronavirus times where you know people. It feels like we're living through an apocalypse, and dealing with the mental stress of it all, and looking at what is fact, what is fiction? Do we really know what's happening? What are our leaders telling us? It's a confusing time, and I find that maybe 100 years from now, 200 years from now, those facts won't matter. What people will talk about is, I was there when, and it won't matter how many casualties there are, or what Governor Cuomo was telling you in the morning, or any of those things. It'll be those moments that people live through, and those stories become the memory of who we are. Um, and when all the libraries burn and the computers break down, and there's no convenient smiley and selfie to remind you of how you felt that day. Um, it's the stories that are going to remind us of who we used to be, and how far we can go. Um, Learn your history. Learn your history, folks. It's important. But remember that beyond what the curriculum tells you, there were the lives of people. There were the hearts of people. The stories and the songs of people, and those are the ones that beyond space and time, beyond our cultural divides, keep us together and keep us united.